Yeah, just altogether pointless.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Who is it?
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape! Garbage day! Huh? No!
He's a poet warrior in the classic sense.
Yeah, just altogether pointless.
Whoa! Tell me, Richie, if you can hear Cliff Richards. I know he's an old puff, but we're going to give him the night off. I've just got to make a joint up, and then I'll be with you. But in the meantime, enjoy Cliff. Enjoy Cliff. Do you want to know a fact about old Cliff? Here's a fact about Cliff Richards. Did you know that he's got two bags? He's got a ball bag and a colostomy bag. I bet you didn't know that. Hey, Brian, you've got to stay. Who the fuck was we? Who was that stream we was on earlier? Is that the bloke who makes those shillilly-lilligans, those hurling sticks? Because I don't know why, but I get driven into certain. I don't remember that Chrissy Hines and Paul McCartney. Well, I mean, I just got home, put my computer on, and that fucking thing just came up at me on YouTube, like in my face. I had no escape from it. And this has happened with these, I don't know why, these hurling stick people. All of a sudden, they're either American Irish people or else they're Irish people. And I've been doing these sticks now, and I'm making it especially out of a clay pipe. And I thought, what the fuck am I watching this for? It's so boring. And today I bumped into Brian Borrow on. I thought, hang on, this live broadcast. Who's this fucking live broadcast? Look like BFG or somebody. Oh no, that was the other day. I said to this bloke, I said, you look like BFG, and then he ended the stream. But anyway, I don't know what I think he was trying to talk about music, but he looked like he just got out of a coffin. Honestly. But this guy today, I mean, fuck knows who it was, Brian. Who was it? What was he advertising? Was he just talking about life, or was he? I don't know. It was sort of good. He had nice hair. He looked a bit like Braveheart's dad. No, not Braveheart's dad. Robert the Bruce's dad. When he's kind of rotting in that sound. Hey, you can take the crown for yourself. Yeah, you remember that. Oh, God. I haven't seen it. I couldn't even watch his video. I know he's done Ringo albums. He's not even into Ringo, so I don't know why he's doing it. Yeah, and we'll be on to the Munsters shortly. We're just building up to it, just having a little chat. And like I said, I've just got to make myself a joint. And it's wonderful to be here. Richie. Hey, listen, before you start moaning about the Revolver stories, and listen, if anybody's complaining and saying, oh, what's he doing picking on Richie Dolan with the Revolver stories? Well, he said to me, why haven't you included me in the Revolver story? So he got exactly what he wanted. Isn't that right, Richard? You tell the people publicly now. I mean, if I didn't have to do a review, I'd have you on the show and you could talk to me about the Munsters, but let me do the Munsters thing first. Hello, Vinyl Dad. I'm using two computers and I'm using a mouse and a touchpad, so I'm getting very confused. So if things don't go according to plan, that's the way it's got to be. Do you remember when Talk More Talk did their 50th episode? And it was a complete fiasco, wasn't it? I mean, Gok Wang's on there and his head was disappearing because his green screen was so shit. And the green was getting muddled up with the yellow, so his half of his head was getting taken off. Anyway, listen, it looks like I'm losing. Am I losing you? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, it's all right. I think we're coming back. But when I see you, darling. Okay, let's get a really bad song on. Here we go. Fake Live as well. Fake Live. He did a lot of these in the 80s and early 90s. Marty. No, I'm sorry, I can't have that. I cannot have that. That's desecration. Well, he hasn't been in hiding because he did the most. Honestly, what was that? Your Revolver review, it just went on forever and ever and ever and ever. What was all this? Oh, I've just seen this person making one, and today at 9 o'clock I saw Mr. Mayo's one, and then at 10 o'clock I saw. And I thought, do we need to know that? Do we need to know that? Just tell us what you want. Just tell us what you want out of this. But I think I know what you want. Rehearsals and demos. From a distance. Anyway, let's... Oh, you like this one, Richie? Like this one. Oh, he's going with his boy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hang on. Let me tell you something. Listen, there's a couple of news announcements. Imagine this is the Kenny Loggins experience and you're going to get all of the news. Well, John Heaton was doing extra texture review, just one of these random out of the fucking blue thing. Why would you even bother to do a review about that shit album? But anyway, at the beginning, he said something quite interesting. This makes a change. And anyway, he'd said that he spotted a couple of these John Lennon quotes hanging around. You know, you see them, don't you, on Facebook, and you get these sort of well-being things, and they'll put Martin Luther King said this, or did you know that you're only a chocolate child if you're made out of chocolate? Martin Luther King Jr. You know, and they've been doing it with John Lennon as well. Did you know that time can be a real pain? John Lennon. And you know, they've never said that. It's bullshit. These people are just making it up on the internet. So let me just tell you, John Heaton, no, there is no proof of this stuff. If it looks stupid, it doesn't sound like John Lennon said it. He didn't say it, all right? We've all seen them. You know, the true answer lies in love. You know, he didn't say shit like that, did he? He might, when he was a bit poked up on his drugs, he might have said, "Oh, isn't everybody beautiful?" But anyway, there you go. So that's an end to it. I'm going to put an end to the Munsters as well, because I was told it was on Netflix, so I thought let's watch it on Netflix. And well, where I am, my Netflix has totally rejected it. I've seen no sign of it. It's not there. It's not on the new films or anything. So I'm assuming we're not getting it, which is good. However, I thought to myself, well, seeing as people are talking about it, we've seen that awful advert, I better download it. So I downloaded it last night, and for something that's only been released for 2 days, I've got it in when I say beautiful condition, it's not like when you usually download a big film. It's not a big film, but a new film. When you try and download a new film, usually you'll get a very ropey version from the Far East with some Chinaman getting up to buy a lollipop halfway through it. But this, I mean, it was perfect. It was just, when I say perfect, that was the only thing. It was a good download at this stage. After 2 days, it was a good download. That's very rare. So anyway, I thought I'll watch it, whether it's good or bad, just give it a watch. Man, did I make a mistake watching it? Did I make a mistake? It was the fucking longest winded pile of crap I've ever seen. Now, we knew it was going to be bad because of the advert, and I thought, well, now things have died down, I don't even want to fucking watch it. But then I see all these nerds have started like putting shit up and saying, oh, it's bad, it's awful, and I thought, well, let's check for myself. But one person, Stone Gremlin, I think it's Cinema Snob, and he was like defending it all the way through. He's like, oh yeah, it's good, I like it. And I thought, yeah, you know what? You know what I was telling you about not trusting people who might want to meet the Beatles, or might want to interview certain people to do with the Beatles or whatever. Don't trust a word they say, because they've got this interest. They don't want to fuck off their idol or idols or family of idols. So whatever they're saying is bullshit. And it's the same in this case. It's Stone Gremlin obviously knows Rob Zombie, and that's why he's not saying anything bad about it. Or you might say, oh, he's just a nerd and he likes this sort of thing. But I thought, well, no, it fails, because Rob Zombie stuff's totally different. So like I said before, this has just come out of a stupid meeting. Some young executive who doesn't know anything probably thinks, oh, Rob Zombie says he likes the Munsters. Let's give him that job. That'd be brilliant. Give him 40 million. I mean, if you saw it, you'd be appalled. Every gag just lasts forever. The gags are appalling. I mean, if they're going back to the 60s, I never watched the Munsters. I didn't think it was funny. It was dated when I first got to see it in the early 80s. It's like my brother was watching it, but I didn't find it at all funny. I thought it was all canned laughter-y. The gags were shit. And I didn't watch the Addams Family either, but I did see the Addams Family film, which I thought was really good. And when I say really good, I mean it's fucking brilliant in comparison. When it's your Lawrence of Arabia versus Weekend at Bernie's. And anyway, here's what I did get from it, because I had to flick through a lot of it. I've got to tell you, because it was just dragging on. I mean, every time they come to a scene, they didn't know what to say. It was ha 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 ha. I mean, they were singing. They did "I Got You, Babe," and they sang it all the way fucking through. The makeup just looked like masks. It looked like Halloween masks. So when they did turn up at the town, when everyone's having a Halloween thing, it just looked like shit. Like, where's the payoff here? It wasn't a payoff. It was awful. But let me just start. At the beginning, they had this guy called Count Yorga, but it's Nostrafatu. He's a open copyright kind of a guy. So, they got him in without paying for him. But what have they done to him? Now he's a silent character. If I'd included him in this show, I would have had him as a silent date. But a little bit seedy, because he could pull faces and stuff like that. But he's a silent character. Why have a talking person? And when I thought he was just going to show up for a couple of seconds as a cameo, which I thought, good idea. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. I can live with it. But it wasn't. It just went on forever. She says, no, I'm not interested, sort of like. But when you see that on the advert, you think she's just seen him for the first time and she says, I'm not interested. But she hasn't. She's been out for about 5 or 3 dates with him, and and it's just so tedious. It just lasts forever. I mean, overkill. All right, and now the scientists. Now, I said about stupid English accents. Well, the scientist, I think he's another Rob Zombie regular, but he's trying his best to do a really ridiculous English accent, and it's so annoying. Okay, so there's that. Sylvester McCoy, who is British, is given a pathetic part. I mean, I don't even know why he was there. It's just as some sort of an Igor, and he's rubbish. It's just, there's nothing for him. Oh yeah, we had the creature from the Black Lagoon on another pointless scene. It was just like a Halloween mask. It was rubbish. It was total shit. You know, I'm used to seeing the creature from the Black Lagoon being abused like this, but I always thought the films were a bit tacky and at the end of the Universal thing, so they don't bother me. You know, they were made for the driving generation, so you can have your fucking Gill man as far as I'm concerned, but they didn't do him no favours. So the colour was horrible. I found it horrible all the way through. This sort of background twirly 60s thing going on didn't work. Okay, now some people are trying to make the excuses that, look, it's okay if it's a Halloween film for kids. Now, first of all, let's address the kids. I don't know any kids, and I know a few kids. You know, I've got relations. I've got grandchildren. Yes, I have. I've got two granddaughters. And I've also got nieces and nephews. So I do know young people. And there's not one of those kids that I would think could sit through this and not just walk out after 5 minutes. It's fine to have people dressed up as vampires and things, but they don't know what they're fucking looking at, and they'll be freaked out by it because it's rubbish. So it's not a kid's film. So what about the rest of the family? What does the rest of the family think about it? Well, if you like the Munsters, then I don't think you're going to get much out of it, but I think they're the only people who would want to see this film, because why would you want to see a film about a spooky family on a shit advert? I mean, it's awful. It's awful. Right, what was the other part of that? So kids don't want... Oh, the Halloween thing. What are you saying, that people just watch any shit in Halloween as long as it's got people with scary masks? Can't just watch Halloween? You know, by the end of Halloween, you could get 2-3 films in, can't you? Really, you're not building up to it like Christmas. You know, you've got about 2 weeks with your Christmas films, but with Halloween, you usually do it all in one day. You know, so you're at your party. You ain't got time to watch a fucking Halloween film for starters. And if you're going to watch a Halloween film, you're going to watch a little bit better than that shit, aren't you? Even Ernest Scared Stupid. And that's shit. But so yeah. So there's nothing good to be said about this film at all. At all. Nothing. So anyway, let's get on with some music. We've said about John Lennon and the fake quotes, and we've said that the Munsters is a pile of shit. So what else is there to talk about, young people, me laddies? Anyway, listen, if you, I'm hoping to get another 10, maybe 15 Revolver stories up before the big day. So if anybody out there is wanting to make a broadcast, but let me just give you a little warning. If you start making grand band stand-ins and things like that, don't think I'll be picking that sentence. And Revolver stands a testament in the history of music and the world. No, I ain't going to pick that. So you can fuck off. So you can rethink it if you're going to put something up and think, oh, Invisible Ray, I'll pick this. No, he won't. Don't try and second guess Invisible Ray. I'll bet, Richie, I'll bet you didn't think I'd be picking that stuff from your one, did you? And I bet TJ, I didn't think that we'd be picking that, because he did get much more in depth, but he did get much more slower. And we only had 15 seconds to fuck around. You know, these shorts, you've got a time limit. Otherwise, you can't do them. As you saw with TJ, he spoke so slow, we couldn't get the punchline in. So he said, we've wasted enough time. And I discovered that there are differences between the 2009 mono remake and then it cut off. So you don't know what TJ are, but we did manage to get Music Fan talking about Revolver. I feel so bad for Music Fan. Music Fan, if you're there, get in touch with Invisible Ray. I want to help you, and maybe we can help each other. And you can maybe help me financially because I know you've got the. I know you've got the spondoolies. She's got the spoolie spot. Anyway, let's get some more Cliff on. You like this one, Vinyl Darryl. Oh, let's see what the people are saying. If it gets too gay, I'll pull it. Don't worry. I'll pull the record. I'll pull the record. Oh, I'll tell you what I saw today. Madeline Smith. Oh, lovely girl. Lovely girl. Pretty one, I long to hold you through the night. I want to hold you. Pretty one, as no one told you, I love you. Whoa. Hey, you acquaint me, full of joy when you're beside me. In a moment like this, could it be what I miss all my life? Many ways. I've got to find something. Give me a minute. All right. I'll be right back. Because I got something to tell you. Maybe I'll turn up on the 100th edition of Talk More Talk. I'll dress up as Gok Wang and I'll say, I supplies rule. Don't go away. I'll be back. There's more gossip. Here I am. Now listen, I've been jerking around with this awful Cliff Richard music and we will not have it. We'll have something for John Heaton. Oh, what are we going to have for him? I'll tell you what. Oh, you like this one. It doesn't get much worse than this, I'll tell you, and it doesn't get much uglier than this. I bet he used that on his wedding day. In your eyes, I can read in your face that you feel it's a driving you wild. Oh, he said she's a child. Oh, we're not having this. All right, okay. It's so naff. I can't find the song. Here we are. This is the last time they got in the charts, and a good riddance to them. That's what I say. Honestly. When I see the state of the country nowadays, I think, people who like ABBA are partly to blame. So gay, isn't it? So I'm making one up. Just give me a minute. Richie Dolan, come on the show. Come up. Oh, and let me give you an invite. Super. Yeah. What? $40? Yeah, I know. Would you know what? I've heard that we're a little bit traumatized by Chinese medication. I'm not actually on medication, but they might have poisoned the weed. Don't know. But if I know most of America and a lot of Britain is on medication, and this shit comes from China. Have you ever thought about that? Remember when you cunts were using Agent Orange out there? Yeah. B. Arthur. Oh, hey, guess what? I've got something to tell you. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Guess what? Did you... Did you see Madam Cyn? I told you, didn't I? I said that, you know, he lives around the corner from the fucking Westminster Abbey. He's actually got film of the whole of the funeral going past his window. All of it. What a cunt. Only 136 views. The wanker virtually lives next door to Big Ben. The best view in town. And he hasn't even opened the window to get a better view. I suppose they'd take him out, though, if he did. But they'd know who he is because they'd know everyone who's living down that road would have checked him out and, you know, made sure that he hadn't put the IRA in place up there. Because, I mean, they'll have to, you know, they have to sort of, you know, it's Lord Duffy's son. Yes, he's a bit daft. But it's all right. He hasn't got a weapon up there. But his boyfriend might have a weapon, though. He could have taken out the Duke of Kent. Could have taken out John Heaton. Yeah. Oh, it's terrible. Anyway, Lord Gibson, yes, it's nice to see you here today. Lord Gibson. Was you at the funeral? You'll be pleased to know that you can actually see Her Majesty's final resting place for 38 quid. Yep. If you don't mind queuing up for a bit. But then it's Her Majesty. There won't be another one like her because we've got His Majesty now, and His Majesty is a complete spanner, to put it politely. I mean, I would rather have Madam Cyn on the throne than him. And I think Madam Cyn's probably only a few places away from the throne as we speak. But I mean, look at the good side of it. Madam Cyn, he looks like a knight of old, you know. If he buffed up a bit, took some steroids, he could look like Richard the Lionheart, couldn't he? He's got those eyes right close together so you can't get a spear in between them. Vicious people. Evolved from cyclops and lizards is. Anyway, listen, I mustn't sit here and do this and that and the other. I've got to play music through these speakers now, so please give me a minute. Tell me if you can hear the music. Tell me if you can hear the good sounds. Is that good or is that shit? Oh, I might be able to do it this way. Oh, no, I can't. Sorry, can't. Right, I've had enough of you, ABBA. Fuck off. Oh, we like this one. Sorry, there's not a lot of bass going on. Oh, might be able to get some bass. Well, you've got to remember they've got a strange relationship, them two, B. Arthur. And I've decided I'm not even going to acknowledge her existence anymore. I'm going to carve a giant totem pole and tie her to it, and then I'm going to set it on fire. Well, that's how the film version ends anyway. Oh, here's one for you. I hope I don't get blocked for this. Do you remember the advert? Oh, Vitalite. Da, da, da. I remember, here's a little post office story for you. It was about Christmas time. Everyone was like right busy. And we was all tipping bags and sorting letters and getting all aggressive because everyone had a drink and a drugs problem and a wife problem and an early morning problem. You've heard the expression, gone postal. Well, anyway, like everyone was doing their thing, and then all of a sudden this come on the radio. And, we only had radio about Christmas, for a couple of hours because it used to wind people up. It's like, I can't concentrate with the radio on. But anyway, because it was Christmas, everyone was in a better mood. And then all of a sudden they put this song on, and there was a murmuring, and a louder murmuring, and guess what? We were all singing, "Oh, what a night." But the best I ever had there. What a night. Oh, and we also did, na 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 na, baby, give it up, classics. And if gold had come on, that would have been a hat trick for me. Oh, I could have died a happy man on the spot. Tips or no tips? Yeah, so look out, because I might be on the 100th edition of Talk More Talk. I'll blow the lid on them cunts. All 100 of them. I hope it's big fuck up as well. It's not very nice, was it? That wasn't a nice thing to say. Look, come on, we're all bitches sometimes, aren't we? Come on. Even Melinda, but she's right nasty sometimes. But if her maid, where's my pearl necklace gone? Come here, you bitch. Chinese burn. Horse whipped. Yeah. I didn't do it, Miss Melinda. I swear I didn't do it. Take him outside. Stretch him between the horses. Don't want to get blocked for this, so I better change song, unfortunately. Yeah, like this one. I've got a story about this as well. It was really funny because we was in Jamaica, me and this fucking Vicky girl, right, and her daughter, and we gets on the bus to go to, the James Bond beach where Ursula Andress gets out, and it's Dunn's River Falls, and you climb up the falls. Anyway, look. So we were going on the catamaran, but we had to get from the hotel to the harbour. So anyway, we get in this, and the bloke's, he's singing Celebration Time, right? And she's been smoking pot. Vicky she'd been smoking pot, so she couldn't stop giggling. And then every time he opened his mouth, she started laughing, and she got this dirty laugh. She's going, and in the end, and even these Americans, they were right stiff. But all the English people started laughing in the end because it's embarrassing, isn't it? You know, when someone can't stop laughing, everyone else starts laughing, and even the American stiffs. And it was this fucking Sarah Jessica Parker, fucking Yankee Doodle, and this fat cunt Yankee Doodle and his wife. And now, who's been smoking marijuana? Wankers. They needed a fucking hoist to get them out the catamaran as well. Come on. All right, let's see what else we got on here. Woo-hoo. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to go. Right, I'm going to go because I've got things to do. Oh, here you go. Here we go. Love this one. I might do Borrowed Time just for a laugh if I can find it. Oh yeah. Balding Boomer. Yeah, have you come up here to complain about Rachel's ghost as well? It is. What a great song. I've got a story about this one as well. Do you want to hear it? Or shall I keep it personal to myself? Whoa, you're a native New Yorker. Classic, isn't it? Classic. Happier times, eh, kids? Happier times. What do you mean 8? There's 13 people here. What, you want me to turn it up? Dancing. DJ. Whoa. When you still believe like a really like a prohibition. You were the spark when I let it closer. Whoa. You're native New Yorker. No one opens the door. Oh, native New Yorker. Oh no, where's Borrowed Time? Ding, 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 ding. I can't find anything as bad as Borrowed Time, but Beautiful Boys comes a close second. How about that? Ding, 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 ding. Close your eyes. Oof, it don't get much worse than that. Let's get rid of this shit. Well, I've got to be careful about Billy Joel, otherwise I'd put some of Billy Joel on. Well, I'm sorry, Balding Boomer, you're not going to get it, and you're not going to get Borrowed Time neither. I'm sorry. So sorry. That I was such a fool. I didn't know love could be so cruel. Oh, 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 oh. But here's the bad thing about it, Balding Boom. I can't put them on all the way through because otherwise I get busted. Aye, Solly. Oh yeah, let's put the brand on. Got Wang. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get a bit of Got Wang. Ooh,
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Damn it.
Please accept my apology.
I do.
Love is blind, and eyes too blind to see.
See if we can get away with some of this. See if we can get away with some Dire Straits. Risky. I haven't tried it before. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. Dun, 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 dun. Classic. Always thought it was a bit yuppie though, you know, Dire Straits. Posh boys. Mm-mm-mm.
Sing the streets of serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made.
Be Arthur. Hey, where's Susie? Is she still around or is she gone? I haven't seen her for ages. She might be under the floorboards. Yeah. Do you know what? If she's living up there in Alaska, you know, it's a big country. Grizzly bear come and took her. You know, giraffe come out of the woods and bit her head off. Anything can happen out there. You see that film Fargo, haven't you? With those nutters hanging about. Mm. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Wonder what happened to Richie Dolan. Maybe it was a fake Richie. Dun, 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 dun. Right, that's it. I'm going. I've had enough. Goodbye. See you soon. Ta-ta. Might see you on the 100th edition of Talk More Talk.